Cheers. Shout out Toasty.
Wow, that's hot.
This is
this is really good. Very good. I usually order the cold brew drinks over there, but the latte is hitting right now.
Yeah, it's fire. I like it.
All right. Welcome to Espresso with TQ. This is the second episode, and it's an extension of my Espresso Industry Only event series where I invite industry leaders in the city to sit down for a quick coffee and chat.
Yeah, that's dope. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So we are here at Toasty in Hollywood. I actually have a relationship with them where I've had an event here before where I did like a coffee community meet, like early in the game. I think this was like after my first espresso, I believe.
I remember that.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. You posted about it.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah,
it was cool.
Okay.
It was nice. It was just for people just that come out to the event to have a space to actually like talk and connect because it gets so hard in those event spaces, you know, when the party's loud and everything.
Yeah, a lot going on.
I really enjoy them here. The food is good, the drinks are good, the vibes are good, and all Espresso attendees get 10% off of all their food and drinks and all that stuff. So
hello.
All you gotta say is invite only.
Hey, see, look, you shouldn't have told me that. I'm about to run it up.
All right, so today we got Jalil Miles, an international DJ and graphic designer with a long list of great accolades, including events like Girls Love Karaoke and artists and actors like Halle Berry, Lady London, Juvenile, Eric Bellinger. Like what? How did you even get to that space of being able to attain those large entities?
You know, I feel like I get that question a lot. The other day, I was speaking with somebody and they were telling me like, yo, do you have a management? Do you have some type of A&R? Who gets these bookings for you? You know what I mean? And honestly, it's myself and God. Crazy. I can't even. Yeah. And we've been a two-man team since I started this, you know what I mean? And I really just feel like it's an energy thing.
Yeah. Are you from LA?
I'm from San Bernardino, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from San Bernardino, but so still West Coast. Yeah. Right? But I spent a lot of time in a lot of other cities. When I turned 18, well, prior to that, I used to live in West Virginia for like 2-3 years. And then I went to college in Nashville. Yeah. I got my degree. Then I moved to DC for like 2 years. In and out of New York. Yeah. And then went to Atlanta for a little bit and then came to LA. So I've kind of been all over.
So how long have you been in LA though?
6 years.
Okay, and do you feel like as a lot of people going in and out of the city all the time, is there some sort of leverage between you getting all these big relationships and big, events and bookings and things like that of you being stationed here for 6 years for the most part?
That definitely plays a part. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because the longer you're somewhere, the more work you're putting in, and the bigger events that you do are gonna get. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I hit the ground running, much like you. I hit the ground running when I first got here.
But you know what I like about you is like the fact that you already kill it in the DJ space, but like I didn't realize how much you do in the graphic design. Yeah. Can you highlight some of the recent work that you've done? Because I feel like you post about it, but you don't like sit there and talk about it. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like I need to do that more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day, like maybe do some speed art or something and show like the empty template and then show just me creating.
But you know that I'm a branding agency first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like my brain goes to consultations, and that's like the first thing I would tell you.
Wow.
I would be like,
we need to set one up.
Yeah, for sure. Don't worry, I got you. But what has been your favorite gigs or things that you've been able to kind of like onboard?
Yeah. It's so funny because whenever I get done creating, I'm always on to, I was taught to make the art yours, but don't, be connected to it for a lifetime.
Yeah, okay.
Because once you work with other people, you start to realize, especially like with labels, like they have in the contract, like this is their property. Yes. Quote, you know what I mean? So after you create, it's out of my brain. But some of the work that I've done recently, I just actually did a cover art for Lady London and Money Long.
I saw that, love that.
That was like a collage cover art.
Yeah, I saw that.
I got real creative with that. It took some time, but I have fun doing it. So there was that.
Seen Mario?
Mario, that's my guy. Shout out Mario. I did a few single covers for him. And I know he just finished up a tour and all type of stuff, so he's been going crazy. And then I also designed his website. So prior to him going on tour, I did the whole website, the whole revamp, header page, all the different pages, things like that. So
that is incredible. And that's what, like, for me, I knew you as a DJ first, and then getting to know you over time, I'm just like, this guy is so multifaceted and multi-talented, and that really resonates with me. And what you're saying, like, I came really, on fire when it came to like me moving 9 months ago.
Yeah.
My advantage is that, like, I have an idea that same night I get to go on my laptop and create a graphic design because I'm equipped like that.
Yeah,
I know how to do the graphic designs. I know how to do the websites. I know how to do all the email marketing. We don't have to outsource. That's
at all. We don't have to wait on
speed.
people. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
We don't, like you said, the same day, knock it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a huge advantage.
For sure.
All right, so let's bring it back a little bit. How did we meet?
We met, so interestingly enough, I saw your post that went viral first. And I was like, okay, dope. Like and again, me being me, I'm always looking for new opportunities.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, okay, she's talking about she's moving to the city. She has this event going on. Why not try and get plugged with it? So I wanted to attend the first one regardless. Then I found out that the twins were DJing the first one. And I've known the
shout
twins.
Shout out to Twin Vibes, those are my girls.
I've known them for like years.
Yeah.
We've done plenty of events together and such great people. So when they told me they were DJing it, I'm like, yo, I definitely got to pull up now.
I
you know what I'm saying?
love
So
that.
I pulled up and that's when I met you. I met you at your event.
Well, I got to tell you the background story. It's so interesting. So I have always run events, but it was never my dominant thing. It was like branding was my thing.
Yeah.
Brand management, partnerships. I represented a lot of different people in the sports media entertainment world. So I already had a certain network, right? So this was in Toronto. I used to go back and forth. I dominantly started going back and forth between the past 2 years, I would say.
Okay.
And then 9 months ago, I was just like able to obtain a visa, onboard myself over here full time, and I'm like, all right. While I was on the plane, I was like, how am I gonna make my mark? Like, I gotta figure out something.
Like, okay, wow, yeah.
So
While you're on the plane, though.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was like,
okay,
I knew that I already had a few clients here, but I was like, I don't want to wait until I have a project, you know?
Right.
So I'm like, I'm going to treat myself like a client for the first time. So I get here, me and my girl end up actually going to the Mondrian Sky Bar, right? And just for a pool day.
Yeah.
And basically what happened was we were popping bottles and like celebrating life, and there was like people that kept sitting in our table, and there was like a lot of mishaps that were happening. So I ended up calling the floor manager a few times.
Right.
And basically we went back and forth, and they're like, hey, do you want us to like comp your food and bottles or whatever? We understand that there's like a disconnect that's happening with your experience. We want you to have a great time.
Right.
I was like,
shout out to them for the service.
shout out to them for the service. But guess what ended up happening?
What?
Instead of me saying, yeah, comp my food and bottles.
Right, as most would.
I was like, can I get a meeting instead tomorrow?
Come on.
So I worked
Business mind.
all night. I worked for like 13 hours on a pitch deck that night.
Wow.
I still can't even tell you why I thought of the word espresso. Like, I've always loved coffee, but I don't know why that word stuck with me.
Yeah.
So then I built out the whole concept, pitched it to them. They agreed to it. They gave me their slowest day, which was a Thursday, 7 to 11. Horrible hours, a horrible day. I'm new here, I don't even know, but I'm like, listen, if I do good, I need you to give me residency.
Come on.
They're like, sure. I was like, okay. So I was in my feelings. I walked to the other side of that deck, and that's when I made that video.
Wow.
And then that video ends up going around. In that moment, if you go back to that video, it shouldn't have even gone viral. Like, it was so loud. In the background. Go back to it, because you're gonna be able to see it from a perspective.
It should have went viral.
Okay.
Because it did. But I see what you're saying. With everything going on, it's like, wow.
It wasn't like a produced, curated video that I thought it was going to reach people.
It was organic.
It was organic.
It was organic. Yeah, that's what we need nowadays.
But listen, one thing about Jalil that I can genuinely say from the Twin Vibes, I'm very energy forward.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a businesswoman. Yes, I know how to, calculate 1 + 1 has to equal 2, but I'm big on energy.
Yeah,
you
same.
coming to my event, even on the first one, I remember that picture that we took with Twin Vibes and everything like that.
Yeah.
That picture looks like, I don't know, it should be...
It should frame, right?
We should frame that.
Just frame it up.
We're all like smiling so
Right.
big. It's like such big energies in the room, and I remember that, and I remember you vibing by the DJ booth the whole time. This is before I even knew you were a DJ.
Wow, because we didn't even talk about that.
No, we didn't, but I took note of it. I take note of when there's great energy in the room. So fast forward, you DJing at my event now, that makes me feel so good. So good.
Same. And I thank you every time for having me.
Of
It's
course.
such an elevated room. I'm like, I love it. It's an experience for myself as well. You know what I mean? And I love the switch up too. How you move the DJ booth where it's at. Like, oh my gosh, it makes it. Because originally, I feel like that's where they have. When people go up and they wait on their table and they gotta talk to the, where should I be seated type of thing. That the original spot, that's what the energy you're getting.
Yes.
But where you moved it is more, it matches
it's
the
louder to the actual, and because this is what I was telling DJ Benjamin Walker, that was like my first episode on here. I respect DJ so much because it's one of you guys projecting all of this energy to a room, and the whole room is giving you their energy right back.
Yeah.
That energy exchange is so large.
With the conductors, yeah.
All right, so I want to know, why do you think Espresso is working?
First off, your branding. That's first and foremost. Like, the way that you promote, the way that you're constantly speaking about it every day, because that's one thing, like, in any type of industry, especially in music, right? People would drop a song and then they'll promote it for a week and then move on to another thing. You know what I mean? But you're so consistent with the branding that people, it's like it doesn't matter what day you wake up, what day you check social media, what time, 2 a.m., 5 a.m., 7 p.m., you're gonna see it.
Shout out to Mike to Visuals, because this has been the one that's helping me with my content, you know? But you know, I love that you said that, because I think this is a larger conversation. As creatives, we feel so cringe talking about our craft. And to me, I've never thought like that, where I was just like, I would rather be the one that creates and pushes out things than be the couch potato that all I do is consume other people's stuff and judge other people for creating. I want to be on the other end.
Oh, that's so true. People get mad at me sometimes. They're like, oh, you didn't see my post, you didn't interact with it. I'm sorry, I'm not like even scrolling and liking like that.
I post and I keep it moving.
Exactly, but if I see something, and you know, of course, if it's in my village, I'm gonna show love. That's something I'm gonna do every time that I can. So,
exactly.
You know, it is what it is.
Well, no, I appreciate you saying that, and I do feel like, okay, so you think it's a branding forward. It's like the fact that it's a curated aesthetic.
Definitely.
And what I knew that my branding is working, how people started to show up in brown clothes, like warm espresso tone colors, and I was like, oh, look at that. Oh, damn, I should have worn.
I knew this was Espresso Talk.
Damn, I missed my work. Okay, with that being said, you know, you do so many events where they're so large and they're like high energy, and that's what Espresso has become. But then there's a negative dialogue in the city where they talk about the city is dead. Do we agree? Do we disagree?
No, I've never agreed with that. So I attended Fisk University, right, where it's such a small private HBCU, like 800 students in its totality, you know what I mean? Like in high school, there were 800 students in my graduating class. So it's like, it's a little different, but they always said when I went to Fisk, like, it is what you make it. The experience is what you make it. You know, we would be out there and they'd be like, oh, well, you know, there's not really too much going on. Well, because us as a group, as a community, we're not really making anything happen, you know what I mean? So let's make it happen. And that's really what life is about, regardless of what city you're in, you know what I mean?
You know what I think about when I hear that too? It's like, anything that peaks has to also fall at some point, right? In a sense of like, I think that's why naturally as humans, we get scared to succeed sometimes, because we're like, what happens after? You know, like almost like the superhero becomes the villain, or, you know, something always has to, like, we as humans, we fear that once we get the peak of happiness, what's to come, there has to be a downfall, because that's the contrast of life. And so I feel like LA has been on in the city that the world dreamt of moving to. It's Hollywood. Like, I'm not desensitized to the fact that the Hollywood sign is right there. What? Like, this is amazing. We're like going into a cafe or a restaurant and you see that actor that you grew up watching. Like, we're looking at the Netflix sign right there. The headquarters, I'm not desensitized to any of this, you know? But I think what happened was LA is such a great, huge place for dreams to come true, and all these dreamers that get to manifest their true reality and all of these things. There's gonna come a point as a human collective where we're gonna be like, lame.
People can get used to it, you know what I mean? And kind of, what's that called? Like, they're spoon-fed a lot, I feel like, out here. You know what I mean?
But that's bound to happen with anything great. People are going to be like, overrated, whatever, you know?
But yeah, I don't think I'll ever feel that way about LA.
Hey, listen, even if it is dead, I don't care. Let's revive it.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, we could make it happen. Let's do it.
Let's be the pulse makers.
There it is.
Okay, so I haven't done this yet. Obviously, this is my second episode, but this is my second time, you know, trying to, like, change it per person, and I think you're such an inquisitive, you know, person, and every time we talk, we always end up having great conversations. So I want to flip scripts, and I want you to ask me anything that you'd like.
Oh, okay. You're being interviewed now. I love this.
Switch it up.
Okay, bet. So let me think. So Espresso, I feel like Espresso is such an elevated series that you've created, right? In a room full of influential people. And I feel like as creatives, we utilize our creations to be a direct representation of us. So what part of you do you feel like Espresso represents that most people don't really get to see?
I don't like being outside.
Okay.
You know, like, unless I'm gonna sound really bougie right now, but like, unless I'm actually taken care of in a certain way, I know for a fact I can dress up however I want. I don't need to downplay myself. Like, I want to show up as my large like energy. Yeah. And so for me, an espresso martini is this grown, sexy drink. It's a prototype of a woman. It's me and my girls, you know, that are on the phone, be like, do you want to go outside? And we don't mean like just anywhere. We mean the spot. Right. Where we walk in and the cameras are flashing, or they're not cameras flashing, but we feel good in our, you know, dressed up, going all out, because we know we're not going to be outside too much. But the one time we do step out, we're going to show up and show out.
And we're here.
We're here, you know? Okay. So for me, it was like, it was a prototype of a woman, and a woman sets the tone of the room, and then that's when you get all the men. Like, I led with the fact of how a woman feels. That's why I kept to the R&B, the Ampiano, the Afro beats.
Yeah, the Afro beat vibes.
It's like a little vibe where you dance, but you're not forced to have to turn up all the way either. You know? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's spaces for different energies, but for me, have you noticed with espresso, because you've been to so many now, is like, people dance, but they don't go off, but no one's on their phone either. And it's like a networking without calling it a networking event. Yeah,
exactly. And it's a great balance of it all. You know what I mean? I have seen that. I've seen people on the left, and people dancing. Some people do get a little active. You have people chilling, they got their drinks, just vibing. So I feel like it's a great balance of all of the energy.
So when I think about like the aesthetic of espresso, or like me setting the tone, like I think the reason why it's been doing so well is what you're saying. Like from that video of me like talking in the camera, I've been able to have people follow my journey. So even that first event, like I was like, man, I'm trying to find a dress to wear to my own event. So I'm setting the tone of like how you should dress at my event. You know, it's like a prototype of a woman. It's not even about me. It's about the woman that's shopping, trying to find the nice outfit, the perfect dress for that night. You know, she's getting ready. How does she feel that day leading up to it? What's the aesthetic? What's the feel? She can't wait to look forward to it. So it's kind of based off of that.
Yeah, I feel like that's why a lot of your events do well too. I know I spoke on branding, but it kind of goes into the content and branding, but you always post like update videos too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not just hitting the people with flyers. And I try not to do that myself. Like even on my page, if I see that I posted, because people would be, make sure you're reposting the flyer. Make sure you're reposting the flyer. And it's like, if I got 7 flyers in my most recent post, it's not really gonna do.
It's not gonna hit.
You know what I mean? Like I have to show my face on camera and actually show my energy to the people. You know what I mean? I feel like you do a good job of doing that on your stories and things like that.
Well, I mean, we can't forget that we're the human element matters. You know what I mean? Like the pulse of the room. I think even me hosting my own events, you know, I do my toast and I cut the music for a second, I talk or whatever. Before, we used to have socialites or certain people hosting the actual parties. And then I think there came a point, I don't know, do you think it's a pandemic? I don't know. But something happened where it's just events are events, you know? And then so I was trying to have it so you actually can follow that one person in the room. You know what I mean? Like there's that energy, a pulse in the room to follow that one person and see who do they know? Why are they talking to da-da-da-da? Okay, now they're engaging with the DJ. Now now my energy is towards the DJ. There's something to follow. Like there's an intention in the room.
Wow. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You were very intentional with this.
Hey, listen, I'm just creating stuff that I would go to. That's at the end of it, you know?
That's dope. That's all that matters.
But listen, I have so much to share. Like the things that we're working on is a merch line right now.
I can help with that.
I know you can.
Yep. You need Shopify. You need designs. What's up? What we doing? Let's get this working.
We're gonna get it going. We're doing another kind of event now. All these venues are reaching out, and so there's smaller venues that I really, really like. So I'm thinking out loud with you right now, but I'm thinking about creating another event called TQ's List. So it would be the people that are on my private list at Espresso, creating space for them to also actually have like a smaller, more intimate space outside of Espresso.
Oh wow, okay.
No cameras, no nothing, whatever. Just like for them to actually like
lock your phone up type shit.
Not lock phones, but like it's almost like you know, like the high profile people that come into the space, they actually have a space to network amongst their caliber. You know what I mean?
I see.
Because I was talking about this before too, like I hate the word networking, but that's what it becomes. A lot of people hit me up and they're like, listen, a business deal happened at Espresso, or like a partnership happened out of whatever.
For sure.
But it has to be a balanced room, right? So if there's I don't know what name to use, like a Michael Jordan in the room, you know what I mean? And I call it a networking event, it's like, everyone gets to network
with Michael Jordan.
With him. Who is he gonna network with?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so I'm trying to build out like an internal espresso community now where I like match what actually makes sense. So I'm trying to figure that out and then put them in their own intimate space as well too.
Yeah.
So I'm playing around with that idea right now. That's what's next outside of espresso. It's an extension of espresso.
I might have something to help with that too. One of my frat brothers created an app where it's like, and I forget the name of it. I was doing some designs for it years ago, but it's basically like you can get on this app and not know anybody, right? But it's only like the people that are, it goes based off of your location. So say everyone in here has the app, then you go in and you can see everyone what they like, their favorite color, like
okay, we gotta
something
talk.
like that. You know what I mean?
Might have to blur this part out.
You know what I mean?
This part out. That's a little bit too much information, but that's exactly what I'm on.
Yeah, that's fire. Okay, bet. Yeah, okay, I see the vision.
All right.
I see the vision.
So what's up? What's next for you right now?
Right now, man, everything. I want it all. I want it all.
Yo, I am tired. How are you not tired? I'm literally, we started this conversation before the cameras turned on. I'm like, my eyes are puffy. What was it? Grammys?
Grammys, All-Star, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. I'm going to throw
being
up.
Being in LA.
I love it, but I'm going to throw up. Like, okay, what's next for you? You want it all. How do you balance it? Tell me all that.
So I mean, I really feel like, it's just about getting adequate rest when you need it. You know what I mean? I try and do my graphics during the week and the DJing during the weekends. However, sometimes living in LA, you got events on Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday. It just depends. You know what I mean? But I'm not DJing for 12 hours a day.
True.
So it's like, okay, I'll knock out 4, 5, 6, maybe. That's rare, 6, but private events and such. But outside of that, you know, I'll do a couple hours on graphics and I go home and I chill. I'll cook. I'll play the game with my brother. I'll, you know, family time.
Is the next one Girls Love Karaoke? That's the next.
No, so we just did that.
Oh, got it.
Today, Wednesday?
Damn, I remember we thought it was Sunday.
Yeah, we just did that Monday.
Okay.
Monday night. So yeah, that was the last one. I think that might have been their second time doing it in LA, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that was just last Monday. So the next event I have is actually my residency at Love Note. The event's called Currents. Okay. And it's every other Sunday. And it's very like upbeat. Like we like to say, where energy goes, energy flows. You know what I mean?
I like that.
So it's very like energetic when you walk in that room, and it's a cool vibe. It's intimate, it's small. They got hookah. It's cool. So that's my next like residency event I have coming up this Sunday. Meet me at Currents.
Hey, you're only supposed to be promoting espresso right now. I'm like, wait a minute.
Tamina gonna be there with the espresso.
Am I? Yes, I am. But honestly, shout out to you. Everything happens for a reason, and I think that we intersected with each other like so early in the game. Yeah. You've been able to see when the event had 250, 300 RSVPs to now it's getting to All-Star had 3,000.
Over 1,000. I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
It was kind of crazy.
There's a lot of people that can't get 300 RSVPs to an event in LA. So you did 3,000?
You know what it is? I talk about this with my videographer Mike. Is like because I'm not from LA and because I have not ever called myself an event organizer. I don't have a real gauge.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So you guys tell me stuff like people are like, "Yo, do you know what's crazy?" I'm like, "Is it?" Like I don't know what's normal in LA because I just have my head down and I figure things out and then I look up and I go, "Whoa,
there it is." Yeah.
But it's good to know that it's moving. I'm very grateful, and I'm very grateful for you being a part of that storyline right from early in the game.
Yeah, I thank you for having me. Like I said, I've always been just a big curator of energy, but an appreciator of energy as well. You know what I mean? And I feel like ever since going to the first one, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a great event. This is gonna be a great thing.
I'm so grateful. Thank you. Do you know about Godfrey?
Godfrey Hotel, yes.
Yeah?
I've DJed there a couple times.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So we got to get you back. So March is booked, and then we're going to have you in April.
Let's do it.
If you're free,
March, I'm going all March. I'm going to the DR, St. Martin.
I know. I saw this guy is an international DJ, but also just international in general, period.
Yeah, facts. Love it. Gotta travel.
You deserve it. You've been super active. You deserve a vacation. Come back, and let's get back to work.
Let's get to work.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Shout out Espresso Talks. Jalil Miles, Tahmina Q.
Okay, host.